just a couple things. I will let you go soon. Thank you to all of you for coming. You can't have a performance without an audience, and I greatly appreciate you coming. Second of all, I want to thank, where is she? Oh, she's in the back. My cousin-in-law, Lauren McAvoy, for doing the lovely flowers up here. Thank you. And I also want to recognize my pianist again, Dan Shannon. Thank you. Lastly, do you enjoy the intro? So I couldn't exactly hear well in the room, but I know you introduced yourself, but...
I didn't.
Listen to my teacher. Kathleen's great, and she's retiring, which is well-deserved, but I'll miss her. So if you can believe it, it was fall of 2015 when I started taking lessons with you. So 5.5 years, I was little 11-year-old me. I was much shorter
She passed me up.
than I am now. And I came to you at a time when I liked the violin, but I wasn't deeply passionate about it, but I didn't despise it. I didn't hate it. It was my worst fear. And so I started taking lessons from you, and I thought it was a little crazy because, you know, we're driving up to Denver, and my mom was willing to drive me up to Denver. And, you know, I'm playing with you, I'm moving along through the repertoire, and you convinced me to join the performance group in 8th grade, so I joined Spring Strings. That's also up in Denver. So now we're driving up there 2 times a week. I'm in middle school. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the last thing I want to be doing after school. But I do it. And I have fun, and I meet new friends, and I have a lot of fun playing with other people. And then it was probably around, my mom can make sure this is true, but probably around late spring when I was thinking to myself, man, next year I'm going to be in high school. There's no way I can do this. I'm not going to be able to do this. Well, come August, I'm back in the car, Friday afternoons after school, a little bit delirious, riding up to Spring Strings. And then, you know, I figure it out and I get past freshman year, and then I'm like, again, spring, man, next year I'm taking an AP class. How am I going to do this? That's my AP teacher. How am I going to get through this? How am I going to balance all this? There's no way I'm doing it. There's no way. I can't do this. Well, come August, back in the car, Friday afternoon, on my way up to Spring Strings. And then sophomore year, spring, once COVID, I'm like, yep, no, this is the last year. I'm not doing it again next year. There's no way. Well, come August, I'm logging on Zoom. A little bit different, but still the same. And I think part of the reason I stuck with this is you, a huge part of it. Your support, your encouragement, your teaching, your energy, all of it. You have been such a huge part. And I want to thank you for teaching me, for being a mentor for me, and for helping me develop a gift that I will always have and always be able to share with people. And actually the Bach piece, my grandma's sitting here, we lost my granddad in March. And I was able to be up there for his last few days, and the unaccompanied Bach you heard was the last piece I played for him. So that's what I was thinking of today, and I just remember finishing playing that for him, and just being so thankful that I could do that. So thank you for teaching me.
Well, thank you. This is my pleasure.
Obnoxious orange envelope. I guess it's LP colors. And this is a little gift. It's a necklace. Sorry, I'm telling you before you. It's a necklace, and it's a retired violin pig.
Well, I suppose it would be appropriate for me, because she won't do it for herself, for me to brag on Elena. Because any of you who know the Suzuki repertoire know that Book 3 is not the most fun book of the repertoire, actually. And that I think we had a Book 2 recital, we were in Book 3. That's not that many years ago, folks. That is, you know, you saw her all over the violins for you non-musicians, all over the fiddle. Okay, Book 2 we might do a little, Book 3 we might do a little bit more, and Book 4 a little bit more, and Elena, what you've done is really good.
2.5 minutes, so. But I just wanted, first of all of you are here because you have in some shape or form made a positive impact on Elena's life. And so thank you for being here today. And music is moments in time often that are shared moments. And so this wouldn't be the moment it is, except for the fact that you're here. So thank you for being with us today. And in some form, we are all lifelong learners and teachers. And so I just wanted to acknowledge Kathleen because she has been not only a mentor to Elena, but to me as a teacher as well. I think that's actually our first connection was through some teacher training with Kathleen. And for me to sort of pass Elena's violin learning onto someone else was actually quite difficult. It was a necessary step and we knew that, but it's really hard. It felt like handing a child over. And so Tyler and I were very, very picky about who we would want Elena to spend this much of an hour a week. It adds up to many, many hours over a number of years. So, and as it turned out, Kathleen couldn't have been a more perfect fit. And it wasn't, beyond her incredible technical expertise and helping students find musical lines, it was so much more than that because every week that Elena walked in there, and I had the privilege of watching most of the time, there were a few phases where it was, Mom, please don't come to my lesson, and I politely stayed outside. But it was the prevailing message that you always gave Elena was that I care and you matter every single week. And so sometimes it didn't always have to do with the violin. But it always came back to the violin. And I think that just watching the two of you grow the last few years together and for Elena to see what an amazing musician you are in your own right, unrelated to your mom playing violin, it's been such a wonderful journey. And so Kathleen, we're just so grateful that those messages of I care and you matter that you gave to Elena did everything we could possibly imagine to augment everything we do as parents. So thank you so much.